friends, Tammy here. I have decided to try out my magical butter machine. I got this gifted to me, almost 2 years ago, and I'd never used it. I tried it the other day on making a tincture, and it turned out awesome. Big game changer. Tonight, I'm going to try to infuse some oil to make a nice pain salve. And I thought I'd take you along, show you how easy it is. If you have one of these and you've been not wanting to use it because you were afraid of it, don't not use it. Get her out. It really is a saver. Okay, I'm going to get this hooked up and we'll get started. All right, now we get the camera all set up. First thing I'm going to do is take this off. I have 1 ounce of my own homegrown hemp. It's not marijuana, this is hemp, and it's been decarbed. Decarbing it is putting it in my oven at 240 degrees for a half an hour, 45 minutes. It activates all the goodness in it so that it can help me. Put that right in there. I'm adding, you can put anything, any kind of herb that you want. You need at least 1 ounce or 2 cups. That's what that measured out to, because I tried dry measuring it too to see what it weighed, and it was 2 cups. And I also put about 1/4 cup of ginger in. As I told you in my last video, ginger is something I use a lot of, and it's great for inflammation, even topically. And then we need 4 cups of carrier oil. And you can use anything you want. If you like shea butter or coconut oil or olive oil or avocado oil, whatever it is that you really want to use it. If it's a hard oil like coconut oil, semi-hard, and you need to warm it up, go ahead and warm it up. Don't make it scalding hot, but just enough to get it to melt down. Then you just pour that in. I love this thing. I can't believe it's taken me 2 years to use it. Well, almost 2 years. Don't want to leave any of that behind. That's all good stuff. I use a combination of oils myself. And then we're just going to set the top on it. Just like that. Plug her in. Now I want to put this on a low heat, so I'm going to put it on 130. And then I want it to go for 8 hours. That's it. It's going to do its own thing. It'll click on. It's going to stir it. It'll keep it warm. It's not too hot, so it's not going to deteriorate anything. You could use anything in here. You could be infusing rosemary, dandelion, any kind of tender botanical that you want. You could do chamomile, anything, as long as it's on a low heat, because it's no different than what they call cold, setting it in cold oil. You're still putting that on a warming mat or setting it in a warm area so that it's, staying at a low temperature so that it blends into that oil. All right, guys, this is going to go for 8 hours. It's going to make these pretty lights. It's going to make this noise, do its thing, and then in 8 hours I'll come back and show you how I strain it and what it looks like. It's been 8 hours. I have it all turned off. Now we're just going to clean it up and strain it. It's pretty easy. I honestly can't imagine not using this now. We're getting a pile of rain here today. It's unreal out there. The rain was hitting so hard. I thought it sounded like it was hailing. Set this aside. Ooh, look at that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. It makes a funny noise all night long. You keep hearing it. Because, of course, I just started this late last night, so. And this is the bag that comes with the magical butter machine. I'm just going to pour right in there. Now, I do a double straining method, and this has cooled down a little bit, but it does come with a hot oven glove, because this container can get quite warm, I guess. I haven't had it on except for twice. Once I did a tincture, and then last night infusing this oil. And the only thing that took heat was infusing the oil. And it was such a low temperature, I actually could put my hands right on the container and it wasn't, it wasn't that hot. Beautiful. At least I'm assuming that's what it is. I'll move this over here for right now. Make sure I don't have any of that really good stuff in there. And the one thing I like about this too is it has a wash cycle. So after I'm all done getting this all taken care of, I'll run this, and I don't know if you guys can see it. It has a clean cycle. So I put water in it and fill it up to the same level. I don't know if I showed you that. I went by what my measurements are, but they do give you a fill line, and it's right there on the inside. If you're doing the largest amount, that's how far it can go. Well, you put your water and your soapy water in there like that, and you just run it through and then empty it out. And it's easy peasy. All right, let's get this squeezed out. Now we'll trade these items out. I need to get some gloves on. Sorry, it's still kind of early here. I'm a little slow moving and don't really have a whole lot of talking. I've had my first cup of coffee. Like I said, it's raining really, really hard here. I sat and listened to that for a while. Then I came in here when I heard this shut off. I gave it about an hour to see if it was cool enough yet. Now this has a little screen bottom in it, so if you take your time with it, it will all come out nice and clean. But I'll also do this over again. I have my little muslin bags that I make, and I'll run it through one of those just to make sure. I'm going to try to give this a little hand here. It's my little spoon. Right there. Sometimes it gets plugged up on the screen down there, so if you keep stirring it up, it'll go through a little quicker. Alright, I'm not going to bore you with watching me do all this. I'm just going to continue to keep doing this until I get this container all full. I don't want to put that in there. I just clean the oils, clean the stuff out of it. And it's starting to let go a little bit better. I just don't want this stuff from the top to come out. I'm hoping you're seeing this. Oops. I hear you, Pixie. Sounds like my kitty wants out. There, we got it down to the finalness. And now I'm going to put it through a muslin bag. I have a wide mouth jar that I'm straining it into. I'll pour it right in there. And this will clean up the last of the sediment that's in it. Where it's a solve, especially, I want to make sure that I have that all out of there. But I want all the goodness too. This goes really, really quick. So I just squeeze this and twist it. That brings all the oils out and leaves all of the sediment in the bag. And these bags are washable, so I can reuse them and reuse them. And if I get one that gets too stained up, or ends up with a hole or anything in it, I will just make another one. I do it right on my sewing machine. It's pretty easy. See how quick that is? And you can do this, you know, right from the beginning. I have for years. There. And there's just a little bit that's usually left in the bottom of the bag. But that little bit can make a big difference when you're putting on a salve that you're going to be rubbing into your skin. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. If you're a subscriber, I can't thank you enough. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and click that. Make sure you ring the bell. When you ring the bell, it's going to give you notifications of when I put out the next video. Don't forget to give the thumbs up. I give Magical Butter Machine a thumbs up for sure. I absolutely love it. Isn't that beautiful? And so simple and easy. Alright, next Sunday I plan on coming back and showing you how I make a salve out of it. I'm really kind of pooped out here this morning and need to get some chores done. My guys will be getting up out of bed pretty soon. Oh, I had something I wanted to tell you. That's right. I'll be crafting this week, and I'll be coming on with some new ornament patterns that I've come out with. I have a set time of the year. I'm not doing craft fairs, but I have people that want their ornaments, so they're putting in orders, and I try to put out at least 5 new ornaments every year. So I'll be working on those, and I thought I'd come and bring those to you and share with you. I've done a few in the past, and I figured I'd do a couple this week too. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me.